you'll see described later. And believe me, it's nerdy. And the fact that whenever you stepped on leaves, and it would make the nice little crunch noise that leaves make, when you step off those leaves, it also makes a crunch noise. So no matter how slow you walk, something is behind you, or how quick you walk, something behind you. So that was the scariest place I've ever been with Banshee. Are all ghosts different? In a sense, ghosts are different in 3 different kinds. There's the kind of ghost that will actually interact with you. So if you have your house and there's a ghost and it kind of notices you, or you can notice it, a ghost that knows you're there, you know it's there, that would be an interaction, that would be an actual ghost. End of story, ghost. Another thing that they have is what they call an imprint. An imprint isn't so much a ghost as kind of a residual energy acting as a skip on a record. So if there was a man who shot himself in this room, and he did it right here where Donnie once sat, a residual energy, which is an imprint, would replay that over and over. Man walks in the door, walks over here, shoots himself, that's it. No interaction with anything else going on, just happens. Whether it's the time that it happened or whatever else, who's to say, but that would be an imprint. The other kind that we deal with is a poltergeist. Poltergeists are a really scary ghost. Poltergeist comes from the German word meaning noisy ghost, but poltergeist, what it actually does is, for any of you that's seen the movie Poltergeist from the 80s, is a very interactive ghost. It's something that will come into your home, who knows why, and things will start to happen, and things will notice it. And you'll start to notice it, your pets will start to notice it, and it interacts with you. So if I were to have a poltergeist in my house, and all of a sudden one day I see this, and it moves across the table, and I move it back, and it moves across the table again, that would be the ghost interacting with me. Actually, what's happening is, the ghost literally is learning what makes me afraid. So if the ghost were to do that, and I'm into it, the ghost knows, okay, that doesn't scare him. But if the ghost also, something levitates it, throws it at me, and that scares me, that would be an example of a poltergeist. And now the poltergeist knows that that scares me. And what the poltergeist is going to do is, it's going to keep doing that until it gets kind of a dossier on me and what scares me, and then it's going to use that to try to drive me from wherever it is it wants to drive me from. So that would be an issue with poltergeists. So far we're up to... What's the scariest kind of ghost? What do you think?
I would probably say if we saw a full-bodied apparition, that would probably be the scariest kind.
Like, scariest ghosts, like I get like different ideas. What scariest ghosts? I think little kid ghosts are scary, because little kids have a certain creepiness to them anyway. And if you add the fact that they're dead and the fact that they're still lingering around, that is scary times 100, because they'll do, whereas it's just creepy, just as a vibe. Like, you'll hear little kid laughter, little kids doing stuff. It's got me. Look, even right now I'm thinking it's scary. The only thing I think would be scarier than a little kid ghost is a little girl ghost, because little girl ghosts can hide their face in front of their hair. Like, they hide their face with their hair. Yeah. I think that's scary.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just, because the scariest movies I've ever seen, I don't care what anybody says, is The Grudge and The Ring, and both involve scary little girls with hair in their face. And I think that also plays into the fact that I think even scarier than little girl ghosts are little Chinese girl ghosts. But we don't get a lot of those, honestly. We don't. I've never gotten one. So scary little Chinese girl ghosts would be terrifying. And I wouldn't go. Or, this doesn't count as a ghost. Ventriloquist puppets. Ventriloquist puppets, and
any kind of porcelain dolls.
Any kind of, yes, porcelain dolls.
Creepy.
And anybody who has a lot of them in their house.
It's just creepy themselves.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that room. I don't care if that was the main haunted room, I wouldn't do it, because there's no way. I'd rather see a ghost than those. Or Chinese girls. Hair. Okay. Those are the scariest kind of ghosts. Out of the calls you get, how many of them turn out to be something? Well, so far I don't think we've ever had one where we haven't at least got like a noise that was completely out there, or a voice that was completely out there. So we've always gotten a little something. I mean, for...
Whether it be something paranormal, is hard to say sometimes because we don't fully catch it on our equipment. But I'd say 90% of the places that we've gone that we've been called to, we've been able to find some kind of what we feel is a credible evidence to show that there's something there. So, I mean, 90% of where we go, I'd say we have something.
Yeah, it's very seldom that it just turns out to be completely nothing, which kind of stinks if it's a house call, because this person obviously got to a point where they had to start looking around to people who look for ghosts to help them. So if they come to you like, please, my God, I'm tired of the townsfolk thinking I'm crazy. Can you find something in my house? And then we can't find anything. Like I like literally feel that. Ugh, like we failed. We failed you. We're sorry. But yes. So all of them so far. I mean, not that we get anything that is like remarkable. I mean, some of the stuff we do, you guys are gonna watch and be like, oh my God, that was great, that was scary. Some of the stuff you're gonna watch us do is just gonna be like, why do they even have a show? But we always get something. So high five us. Do ghosts have anything to do with religion? I don't think so.
That's tough. It depends on the religion.
Yeah, some religions don't believe in ghosts. So
And some worship them, for the most part. Pretty much. Like,
somebody has to.
I'm sure there's religions that actually worship other spirits.
Yeah, there's religions that like worship Coke bottles and stuff, like just strange anomaly things. So there's got to be one that worships ghosts. I don't know what it is.
We'll have to find out. We'll let you know.
We'll Google that. But I don't think ghosts have anything to do with religion. The monastery we're currently, I guess, in the middle of still doing an investigation at, is a certain religion, and that happens to be haunted. There's a haunted synagogue in northern New York, so I don't think any certain denomination has anything to do with ghosts. I mean, ghosts can happen anywhere, so I guess no. No, they don't. Do you feel some groups fake their results? Johnny?
Of course. There's been many that we've heard of that were little local groups that even their names make it sound like they faked their results. Various TV shows, which we won't go into detail on their names, have apologized because they faked their results.
They did?
Yeah.
I didn't know they apologized.
Yeah.
They apologized?
They made a special episode about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was blatantly obviously that they faked it. And there were so many complaints, they made a new episode about it.
I mean, I kind of feel bad because it's hard to do a show on this. It's literally hard because you don't know if you're going to get results. I mean, if you watch that Billy the Exterminator show where the guy like goes under your house looking for the raccoon or the possum or wallaby, whatever he goes looking for, he can show you results. Look, you hear a raccoon every night. I found the raccoon. Here's your raccoon, and end of the show. Us, if we get a call and it says, I hear my dead grandfather walking around upstairs, I swear it's him, we could set up there for days and days, and we might not get images or photos or whatever of the grandfather. So, one of these shows are kind of results oriented because you want to see something. And it's obviously why you're tuning in. You want to see something. So, a lot of these shows become the show that's, and I'm sure you guys have seen this, where all the cameras are set up and everybody's on the the green lighting and they're all sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden you'll hear,
2 rooms away.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Bill, was that you? No, man, nothing's going on in here. Why? Well, where's Jason's camera? Jason, you okay? Oh my God! Dun dun dun! And then it cuts to, cuts to commercial, and then you come back and everybody runs in the room. What happened? Dude, I was just right here, man, and this cell phone completely moved across the table. I couldn't believe it. It's always, you just missed it. It just happened in the next room.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, every room has a camera, but it happened in the room without the camera. Damn it. But it happens. So some shows do fake their results. I wish we could. If we had the money, we would probably fake our results. We do not. No, we wouldn't.
No.
We would. Yeah, because we could fake it now, but we don't. Because I suppose if you have more money, you could fake better results.
Yeah, probably.
You could fake it.
But like on some of these shows, you don't even need money. You just need random midget in the following room throwing something. Oh, did you hear that? That would work.
You can hide them too.
Yes.
And if you had a little girl with wet hair that could like run from room to room, that would be terrifying.
Very flexible though. This way they could crawl off.
Dude, I get creeped out of you talking about that. So yes, some do. What's your opinion of Ouija boards and seances? Oh, we kind of went over that when you walked out. I told him that Ouija boards are scary and you could conjure up stuff. Like, I mean literal stuff, not like, oh, there was the ghost of the guy down the street. He was terrifying. Like literal, like demonic kind of evil, oh my god, Sean Connery movie kind of things. Like you could really conjure up nastiness that will chase you from your house. And once you do it, like I said, it's hard to close the door there. I mean, any psychic I've ever talked to has said Ouija boards are a no-no. So I don't know anybody that uses them that's true. I don't know anybody that uses them as a rule. Like, as a rule.
Yeah. Well, I think people just use them to play with them and see what happens.
I know, and I admitted I bought one too. Oh, I didn't. Oh.
Well, you
Yeah, I did. Yes, somebody else walked into a Kmart with $7 and I bought a Ouija board. And I brought it home and I was actually like, I was gonna use it and I didn't. I made one time. It was like a board like this big too, and I made it. And I put a lot of work into it too. I wood burned it. I would burn the alphabet, and I would burn the numbers and a sun and a moon. It did look really cool. And then all I heard was like flack about it, like don't use the Ouija board, it's bad. Right? So I was kind of bitter. So I never used it anyway. So I was mad. But then I learned that it was really, really bad, and I shouldn't do it. And I was like kind of like okay with it, like whatever, okay. But yeah, so they're bad. Do you guys do the Bigfoot alien thing? I believe that's called cryptozoology, and we haven't. Not to say that we wouldn't, but sometimes, honestly, doing this, I feel nerdy. As cool as a hobby it is, I feel nerdy. So if I'm off to say, we're going to a house tonight, it's supposed to be haunted. That sounds kind of cool.
If you say you're going to look for Bigfoot,
yeah,
people might throw stuff at you.
You're a step away from a plaid shirt and a caterpillar hat and just off the reservation. I don't know. I'm not. It's nice to think that Bigfoots and Loch Ness monsters and jackalopes and what's the chupacabra that they exist. But I don't know. And if so, I don't want to look for them. If I find a ghost, it's one thing. If I find a Bigfoot, then I don't know what it would do to me. So I don't know.
You'd have to give it beef jerky.
Like in the commercials.
Yes.
But when they don't, he tosses them.
Yes.
And their golf cart. There was one with a golf cart. The alien thing. That's another thing I don't know if I want to be touching alien stuff, because I have friends that are really interested in aliens, and it's not that I don't want to know, but I don't know. It's like the Bigfoot thing. It's nice to know that you're interested in everything, and it's a cool idea, like ancient aliens, and there's a lot of good theories that sound nice. But again, aliens, it's like one step away from the tinfoil hat, and like I said, this thing is as far as nerdy as I go. I called it nerdy. We both have one, so it's okay for me to call it his nerdy too, because I have one.
Yours is nerdier though. Yours has that sunny thing that sticks out farther.
That's crap. Mine is black and looks like I'm Jason Bourne, and I'm sneaking into a place.
Mine's black.